What it do? What it do? It's your boy BX Brother 730, and I'm live streaming Madden NFL 19, Field the Dreams Custom Franchise Mode, Season 2. This is Week 8. I have my New England Patriots going up against the Baltimore Ravens. Coming fresh off a bye week, 6-1. So hopefully my guys are fresh enough to win this battle. Also, I think I fixed my my mic issue. For some reason, the mic was my webcam was picking up my mic instead of my actual snowball. So it was sounding all weird. Hopefully I got that straight though. And then next we'll work on the drop frame rate. I've been picking up a lot of those lately, and I don't know why, even though I got a gaming computer. So right now my CPU usage is very low, like almost back to where it was before. So we might be all right. If anybody's viewing, definitely share this stream. I greatly appreciate it. Facebook has been cutting down on streamers actually promoting their own streams and sharing it. We get penalized for it, but you guys won't.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Hey, 22! Go here!
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Tag 53. White. Set. 280.
Stafford on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Can you go upstairs and see what Man's doing, please? Hurry up.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Schmidt. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You see him?
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet. Because of the coverage, it's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. John Simon in there to get him for a loss of 5. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Back to throw. Schmidt. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Schmidt. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Schmidt. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And Andrews lost the football. First and 10. Schmidt. Forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there.
Yo, Taiwan, what's going on with you, bro?
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was
Good
just
looking,
trying
too.
to
Good looking, man.
throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now. Out we go. And that play going
Ain't shit, man. I'm chilling, man. Trying to get this Madden league game over with so I can jump on this Apex Legends. You fucking with that, bro?
Let's go. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
Off the play fake. Schmidt.
I thought that was my guy over here doing too much extra stuff.
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Nah. I got the Xbox One, but I don't play it though. My daughters mostly play the Xbox One.
And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you don't have much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Set. White 80. White. 21.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Willie Henry. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Back 53. Ready. Hey, red. Set. 280.
Throwing on third down. Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
43.
Oh, nah.
7-yard return.
Ooh, I got the Patriots in this league.
As it'll begin in enemy territory already. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit. Detroit.
Off play action. Schmidt throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Schmidt. receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackle usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic. Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Give me radar. Say go here.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Gordon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Damn it.
The Patriots have moved out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Gostkowski now out to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Caught left side to Crabtree. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Schmidt. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schmidt, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now let's go.
From the gun, Schmidt. Dancing to his left. And able to find John Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Michelle. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. John Simon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person.
Yo, Danny, what's going on, bro?
With the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
22.
And it's Michelle once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
Dude, you played was pretty good, though.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Schmidt on the move to his left. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Schmidt, flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Schmidt. This will be caught by Brown. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Brought in left side by Snead. First time they've looked his way in
Does
the
it?
game.
You got a fan? You got a cooler fan on that, Danny?
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Schmidt sliding out of the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gone.
Back to throw. Schmidt. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he got the Ravens actually. I'm these bad news Patriots right now. But he definitely did real good with the juking. He's real crafty.
They've got them frustrated right now.
First carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford.
Oh, Stafford.
Took a shot,
Come on, brother, man.
Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver.
Don't be that guy, bro. I had him, too.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. They're able to find Dorsett. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Is your homework done?
We got three.
All of it. All right.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
50-50. Hey, 22. Block it. Go here. 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
21. Set. 280.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to.
God, he is so fucking good with these jukes, bro.
Too fast when you really want to go
Shit.
nice, slow, deliberate.
Gotta give it to him.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the bootleg. Schmidt. And that'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing again. Schmidt. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Schmidt. They're gonna find his running
What
back.
the? They gave me a flag.
He's gonna be
Oh
brought down by
my
the face
God.
mask. Here come the flags. This is
Sure.
gonna get him a 1st down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
To throw again. Schmidt flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Schmidt, he's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Leopard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A give. This is Michelle. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 89 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Schmidt is going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, Schmidt. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking a big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for
put it
break.
away.
We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Go put it upstairs. No, put it upstairs and put your sneakers in the closet.
On the handoff, it's Michelle.
That means you got your red Jordans up there that you didn't put in the closet. I know what I'm talking about.
Call it a gain of 4 there,
Ava,
so it sets up a
you
big
did not.
play here,
I don't care what
3rd
you
and
wore
a
today.
yard.
You did not put your Jordans in the closet from yesterday.
That's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On the ground, Michelle. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
We're rolling, we're rolling. Set, lady.
They'll run with Michelle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh my God, yo.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5
Dog
to this
is
point.
dumb.
This is 3rd and 9.
Set, go 20, 22. Double, 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 set. 22. Here we go, here we go.
Now Stafford. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New England, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3.